guys, today I'm gonna show you how I switched my look from that to this gorgeous bun. I hope you guys are staying safe at home, quarantine, chilling, watching my videos. Ensure that you subscribe, leave your comment down below, share with a friend, and give this video a big thumbs up, okay? So today I'm going to be doing a bun, as you can see. So a section of the front part, and I usually try to section my front part by making a middle part. It's easier for me to work with by doing that. Now as you can see, I'm taking a small section from both sides in the middle because I want to do a braid in the middle. We call it cane row in Jamaica, but elsewhere you guys may call it braid, or you may call it cornrow, but however you want to term it, it's the same thing. So I'm making a cane row, a cornrow, a braid, call it what you may or what you will. So I'm going to be making a braid in the center of my hair, and I'm using Eco Styling Gel for the base. I'm just going to be basting that all around and smooth it on, and then I start my braid. So for the braid, so that's 3 sections. I made 3 tiny sections in the front, and basically I'm just putting my fingers through and overlapping each outer section over the middle section. And you don't have to braid all the way out to the very end because it's going to be put into a ponytail. So for the remaining section, I part it in 2. Put one side away, and for the top section, closest, the section that is close to the braid, I part that in 2 again, and then for each of those parts I'm going to be parting in 2 again. So I'm going to be ending with 4 little squares at the top right there. So that's my first square. So what I'm going to be doing is to use my rubber bands to hold the first 2 squares together, and then I'm going to be crisscrossing them into the second 2 squares at the back. If you don't quite get it, just watch and you'll see what I'm trying to explain. Again, I use styling gel for my base, and I'm just pulling out a little bit of baby hair so I can play with my edges a little bit when I'm through. And I always oil my rubber band so that it slides off my hair easily. Use whatever you want to use, it's totally optional. This is just my preference and what I do. So I've finished with the first one, and then for the second one I'm going to be doing the same thing. So the ones at the front are the ones you want to do first so that you can crisscross them and meet them to the back. So I'm just using a little bit of hair wax to straighten my hair so that it's sleeked into the second one that I'm going to hold with the rubber band. It prevents the flyaway hair and make it more neat. There we go. So I'm just going to put that away, and this last section right here I'm going to do in a flat twist. But this is not the 2-strand flat twist. I'm not even sure if it's called a flat twist, but it's flat against my scalp, so it's a flat twist for me. These are what I used to as the original flat twists. And again, I'm just pulling out a little bit of baby hair, and I'm going to be holding that with a rubber band. Now the same thing that I've done this side, I'm definitely going to be doing to the other side, and it's all done. So now I'm just going to be putting everything up into a ponytail. Now this is going to be a high bun. So of course I'm going to be putting it up to the very top of my head, that is. Alright, so I'm just going to be using styling gel. That's what I've been working with to just sleek those flyaway hairs and brush them all together so that everything is all up and looking really nice. Now what you guys can do is exercise a little bit of patience, and once you get your hair sleek enough, you lay your edges, go ahead, tie it down and wait until it is dry before you move on to anything else. As usual, I normally don't have enough patience to wait until it is fully dry. I think this one was fairly dry enough though, so it didn't turn out too bad. But a key note though, a key thing to note whenever you're doing your edges, or if you're going to be doing any form of ponytails, once you get your hair sleek enough to how you want it, go ahead, tie it down and give it some time to dry, or for at least for the hair to set in a certain position. So I have tied my hair down and I'm going to be using X-Pressions pre-stretched hair. So this is 50 inch and the color is, what was that color again? That same color that you just saw there. I think it's T1B30. I'll put it in the description box down below. So I'm just removing the scrunchie and unraveling the plait because I'm going to be doing my own thing to it, okay? So I'm just attaching it with the rubber band that the braid comes with, and I'm only going to be using one of the braid from the pack. So I take a small section out, and that small section I'm parting it in two, and I'm going to be making a plait or a braid. So it's a 3-strand braid. I'm going to be making that all the way down. You don't have to plait it down to the very last tip. Just ensure that you plait it down reasonably enough. So this is my first twist, and I'm going to be doing a second one. So I have 2 plaits. Did I say twist just now? Plaits or braids, yeah. And then for the remaining section I'm going to be making a big chunky twist, and it's loosely done because I want volume, and I'm just securing the end with a rubber band. And then basically I'm just wrapping that however I desire. Like I said, I want my bun to be loose. I want it to look really fluffy and as big as possible. So I wrapped it loosely, and I also ensure that I did not use too many pins because I don't want the corners to be flat. I use maybe about 2 or maybe 3 pins on the buns, and then an additional 2 or so for the plaits. So once your bun is in place the way you like it, you're just going to take those braids at the front there and just wrap them around the bun however you please. I was aiming for an X kind of look. Nah, X. I was just trying to make an X basically at the front of the bun, that's all. But wrap it however you please and pin it in place. And once you're done and you like the way your bun is shaped, that's basically it. The style is done. Just allow your edges to be dried or at least set, and then you're good to go. I really like this hairstyle. I hope you guys like it too. Oh, and I'm just adding some accessories to it. So I did add the lace of camera. There's nothing hard to it. I just pin one section down with a bobby pin and just wrap it similarly to the braids that I did in the front, and the back is so sleek and looking so lovely. I hope you guys like this video. I really like the way that the style turned out. I hope you try. Remember to like, to comment, to share, give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.